trying to break every single rule. Well, it'll bring me by, maybe to stop broken man can ever find a job that won't interfere with pretend. I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, students, alumni, friends of LCIS. For anyone who may have missed the QR code for this evening's program, we're going to display it on the screen for you shortly, just so you can have the program. So please grab a shot of that if you'd like to follow along before we begin. And we will now invite you to enjoy our senior video, which was created by the class of 2026. A special reflection on the memories, moments, and journey that the students have had together. And shortly after that, we will begin our ceremony. Thank you very much again for being here with us.
Where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly. See how the hands go, waving goodbye. On your knees in the fire, you can leave it all in your mind. All in your mind.
I'll already know what time it is. It's vlog time. We have to sing the vlog.
My eye hurts so bad.
It is really all in your mind. All in your mind. It drives you crazy, getting old. We can talk it so good. We can make it so divine. We can talk it good. I wish it would be all the time. The drink you spill all over me, lovers spit left on repeat. Mom and dad let me stay home and drive too crazy getting home. The drink you spill all over me, lovers spit left on repeat. Mom and dad let me stay home and drive too crazy getting home. This dream isn't feeling sweet. We're reeling through the midnight streets, and I've never.
I'm running through the world like a running back. Scarface world's my running back. 30,000 people in here know me. 80,000 people in London, Wembley. 90,000 people in Morocco, and I'm just getting warmed up. Bible. Catch me with red one in Stockholm, Beirut Cafe, getting my drink on. While all the pretty women hit the hookah. All of them sweet, azúcar. Dale di fruta, dale di fruta. They can't, they won't, they never will. Stop the party, stop the party, stop the party.
Callie, I think you're supposed to cut it.
Oh shoot, my bad.
Good evening again, everyone. My name is O'Neill Bain. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Lyford Cay International School, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our Class of 2026 graduation ceremony. Please welcome our faculty processional, followed by our platform party, which will include commencement speaker, Ms. Debbie Ferguson McKenzie, LCIS Governor, Mr. Basil Gulandris, Head of Lower School, Ms. Isadora Blyden, and Head of Upper School, Mr. Frederick Bornas, as well as our Head of School, Mr. Odrius Barzdukas. We now welcome our faculty processional, led by Mrs. Stella Lauriston, our longest-serving LCIS faculty member. I now invite you to stand as we welcome the class of 2026 and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, led by Thalia Maxihun, Bella Fox, and Mary Jack Nash, followed by the school song led by our senior and graduate this evening, Caroline Galantis.
sunward. Though the weather hides the wide and treacherous shore, lift up your head to the rising sun, farmland, till the road you've trod leads unto your march down the The school that stands far in the west is Lyford Cay, where we do our best. Our mottos will uphold, standing side by side, holding hands with dignity and pride. We will sing of our praises and always be true. With loyalty we pledge our love to you. Learning, caring, sharing is our aim. Teachers, students, working as a team. At Lyford Cay we'll always try to do our best. We'll always treasure you, our jewel in the West.
Please be seated. Thank you, Talia, Bella, and Mike Jack for the beautiful redemption national anthem. And thank you, Caroline, for singing the beautiful song. Caroline, it's always reminding me of Annie. And I have to tell you, in the last few days in my car, my little one is always singing this song of Annie as well. You will always be Annie. It is my pleasure to ask Tom Darville and Sophia Bria to the stage to give the invocation. They will be followed by Mr. Odrius Bardzukas, our head of school, to provide some welcoming remarks.
We come together today to offer this invocation, acknowledging the very paths in which we find meaning in life. We ask that each graduate be surrounded with care and inspiration, and that we find the avenues to use the skills and knowledge gained at LCIS to build a better, more peaceful world.
As we take the next steps in our lifelong journey of learning, give us the compassion to help, the strength to face challenges, and a brave heart to make good decisions. We also wish to express our gratitude for the gift of family and friends, and for the education that LCIS has given us.
Good evening, parents, friends, faculty, staff, and especially grandparents, and welcome to Lyford Cay International School's 21st Commencement Ceremony. For more than 2 decades, LCIS students have crossed this stage to receive a diploma, heartfelt congratulations, and encouragement to go forth and do well by doing good. Tonight, the class of 2026 joins that proud tradition. This year, we also introduced a new tradition of our own, the LCIS ceremonial vase. It was crafted by an alumni parent, renowned artist, Antonius Roberts, from the limb of a lignum vitae tree that was blown over during Hurricane Matthew. The mace carries a story of resilience and renewal. It is a wood that is among the hardest, if not the hardest, in the world, on Earth. And remarkably, that same tree still stands and thrives today on the grounds of Dungalik on Village Road. Lignum vitae, the tree of life, and the national tree of the Bahamas, it is known for its strength, endurance, and beauty. It's a fitting symbol for this school, for this community, and for you, graduates. Like that tree, you have weathered challenges, grown through adversity, and developed roots strong enough to support whatever comes next. The mace represents the authority of the faculty and formally opens the ceremony. But more importantly, it reminds us that traditions matter because they connect us to place, to people, to purpose. And tonight there's much to celebrate. You are the largest graduating class in LCIS history. And somehow, within this senior class, there are 19 nations represented. That's extraordinary. It says something powerful about our school, about our community, and especially about your class. You come from different cultures, languages, perspectives, and experiences, yet you have learned together, grown together, and formed a community together. In a world that often feels tragically divided, that matters a lot. Tonight, we are also honored to welcome back the very first graduating class in the history of LCIS, the class of 2006. 20 years, your 20th anniversary. Could you please stand up and let us recognize you? Class of 2006. Thank you. Yeah, your presence tonight here reminds us that a school isn't simply buildings or programs. A school is people. It's relationships carried across years and across generations. You see, graduates, education itself is a deeply personal relationship. It's a strange thing in that way, education. It's not a thing that you can get or acquire. Lessons can be given, advice can be offered, opportunities can be created, but learning always belongs to the learner. If someone doesn't want to learn, there's nothing you can do. That's why education isn't a transaction. It's a partnership. It requires curiosity, effort, humility, persistence, and most importantly, trust. And you, class of 2026, embrace that process. You've written papers you didn't think you could finish, prepared for exams you didn't feel ready for, navigated disappointments, celebrated successes, supported friends, and discovered passions, and maybe, I am sure actually, perhaps discovered something about yourselves in that journey. Tonight is the outcome, but your character was built in the process. And so graduates, before you leave this stage tonight, knowing what we know about the nature of learning and relationships, there's one more thing that must be said. None of us arrives at a moment like this alone. The faculty let us in. Without them, there would be no learning. Without your parents, grandparents, families, friends, supporters, you wouldn't be here. So to all those people, teachers, advisors, coaches, grandparents, parents, to all of those who supported along the way, thank you. Thank you for your sacrifices, encouragement, patience, belief that helped carry these students to this moment. Class of 2026, your family, friends, and supporters deserve your applause. Tonight belongs to you, but it also belongs to that community that brought you here. Don't forget. And perhaps the greatest gift that you can offer in return is gratitude. Never forget the people who stood beside you on that journey. And as you continue that journey, remember, life is much more a journey of than a journey to. There's a short poem by Mary Oliver that speaks to how to do it. It reads, Instructions for living a life. Pay attention. Be astonished. Tell about it. 4 simple lines, but perhaps they contain almost everything we need to know. Pay attention. Pay attention to the world around you. Pay attention to people who are overlooked. Pay attention to beauty, to injustice, to truth, to moments that may seem small but are not. In an age of distraction, when with devices in our pockets, buzzing for us to look at them, attention is a rare form of respect. It's a gift to be treasured. Treasure yours. Where you direct it is where your life story will be written. Be astonished. Remain open to wonder. Don't lose your capacity to be amazed by ideas, by art, by science, by nature, by courage, by kindness, by the sheer improbability of life itself. Cynicism is easy, and it can often sound sophisticated, but wonder is what makes life meaningful. And tell about it. Use your voice. Share your ideas. Stand up for what matters. Tell stories that bring people together rather than tear them apart. Use your education not simply to advance yourselves, but to contribute something meaningful to the world around you. Speak truth to power. The world doesn't need merely more successful people. It needs attentive people, astonished people, people willing to tell the truth with courage and compassion. It needs people who understand that telling actually means doing, and doing so with virtue, with honor, and with dignity, and with an open heart towards seeking to make the world and humanity better. Class of 2026, your education has prepared you not only to succeed, it's prepared you to lead lives of meaning and purpose. Use your talents boldly, but also wisely. Use them in the service of good. Seek understanding more than status, contribution more than accumulation, and wisdom more than applause. Class of 2026, pay attention, be astonished, tell us about it. We can't wait to see and hear what you have to say. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Berzukas, for your words of wisdom. Please welcome Aaron Dean, salutatorian of the class of 2026, to introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Berzukas. Good evening, fellow graduates, parents, teachers, and everyone gathered here today to celebrate the graduating class of 2026. Class of 2026, here we are. We've made it through deadlines, exams, late nights, early mornings, group projects, stressful weeks, and exams. And today, before we take our next steps into the wider world, we have the privilege of hearing words of wisdom from someone who knows about pressure, preparation, and carrying more than just yourself when the moment matters. Miss Debbie Ferguson McKenzie. Miss Ferguson McKenzie is one of the most celebrated athletes in Bahamian history. She's a 5-time Olympian, an Olympic gold medalist, and a member of the legendary Golden Girls, the women's 4x100 meter relay team that gave the Bahamas its first Olympic gold medal in athletics at the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games. That race lasted only 41.9 seconds, but for the Bahamas, it became a permanent national memory. In that moment, when Miss Ferguson McKenzie ran the anchor leg, she also carried the hopes and dreams of a small island nation. What I was most struck by as I read more about Miss Ferguson Mackenzie's story is that she does not speak about success as if it came easily to her. In her Caribbean Olympic interview 4 years ago, she said, "Life is full of trials and tribulations and challenges, and that winning a gold medal involves the stuff behind the scenes that nobody sees, including tears, struggles, and long years of dedication." Ms. Ferguson McKenzie has also given advice that feels especially fitting for us as we leave the doors of this fine institution. She said that when the moment comes, you have to focus on you, your lane, your space, because what matters is what you have prepared and what you are ready to bring. That is something that every one of us here can take seriously. As we move into different universities, careers, countries, and futures, comparison to others will be easy. Noise will be everywhere. Pressure will follow us. Ms. Ferguson Mackenzie's life reminds us that real success requires discipline, focus, humility, and the courage to pursue and run the race that's right in front of us. Ms. Ferguson's life course teaches us that while the race may be over, if we truly live to make a difference, your work is never really done. After her athletic career, Ms. Ferguson Mackenzie continued serving young people through coaching, mentorship, and now as the Bahamas National Student Wellness Ambassador. That continued work matters because it shows that greatness is not only measured in medals, titles, or public recognition. It is also measured by how we use our experiences to help others grow. So today, we are deeply honored to welcome a Bahamian icon, a mentor, a leader, and someone who speaks directly to this graduating class. Today, she will pass the baton to us, and we will run the anchor leg. Don't drop that baton, and let's remember her words. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming one of the greatest Bahamian athletes, Miss Debbie Ferguson Mackenzie.
Thank you, Aaron. Wow, you almost brought me to tears, son. Well done. Good evening, everyone. I was going to say protocol was established, but not fully. But I must pay respect to Principal B. I cannot say your last name, sir, so please forgive me. I'm just going to say Principal Audrius. Forgive me. And, of course, to the board, the amazing staff and faculty, to all the amazing parents and families here, and of course to class of 2026. Tonight is a celebration of excellence, a celebration of growth, a celebration of possibility. And I am truly honored to stand with you on this remarkable occasion. Class of 2026, you are graduating at a time when the world is moving fast. Opportunities are expanding, and expectations are rising. But so are you. You are scholars, you are artists, you are athletes, you are leaders. And more importantly, you are prepared. When I look at you, I don't just see graduates. I see potential that has not yet been fully realized. I see ideas that haven't yet been created. I see impact that hasn't yet been felt. And that's the beauty of this moment. You are standing at the starting line of your future. Now, I've spent most of my life on a track. And if there's one thing competition teaches you, it's this. Everyone starts, but not everyone finishes strong. Because starting takes excitement, but finishing takes discipline. My journey to becoming an Olympian wasn't built in one race. In the unseen moments, the early mornings, the sacrifices, the setbacks, the days when quitting felt easier than continuing. And there were many of those days. But I made a decision early. I would not allow temporary difficulty to cancel a permanent dream. And this evening, I challenge you to make that same decision. Because life will test you. Not to break you, but to reveal the true you. There will be moments when your plans don't work out. Moments when doors close. Moments when you question your direction. But understand this. Rejection is not the end of your story. It is redirection. Some of the greatest opportunities in your life will come disguised as disappointment. Class of 2026. You are leaving a school that has nurtured not just your intellect, but your character. And in the real world, as they say, character will carry you further than talent ever will. Talent may open the door, but character keeps you in the room. Let me tell you something I've learned from standing on the world stage representing the Bahamas. Pressure is indeed a privilege. It means you care. It means you're striving. It means you're stepping into something meaningful. So don't run from pressure. Grow through it. And as you stepped into your next chapter, whether it's university, entrepreneurship, athletics, or service, I want you to remember this. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just need to be willing to take the next step. And then the next, and then the next, and then the next. Because purpose is not always found in a moment. Sometimes it's built over time. Understand this. Most people become fearful when faced with new beginnings. They become uncomfortable with uncertainty, risk, and the unknown. But fear is not something that simply happens to you. It is a choice. And just as fear is a choice, faith is too. So, this evening, I want to encourage you to choose faith instead. Choose to believe that what lies ahead is greater than what you leave behind. Choose to trust preparation, trust your resilience, and trust your purpose. And when challenges come, and they will, do not retreat. Go in faith. And be relentless in your pursuit of life you were created to live. But here's where it gets real. The world you are entering will try to define success for you. It will tell you what to chase, what to value, what to be, or who to be. But I need you to be very clear about something. Success is not what the world says. It's what aligns with your purpose. For me, yes, it was about medals. But deeper than that, it was impact. It was representing my country. It was inspiring others to believe in themselves. So I ask you, what does success look like for you? not your parents. And even though they thank you, you're all some amazing parents. Thank you, parents. Not your peers. And you will have them for the rest of your life. I have one in the stand. Taruko, love you, sis. Not society. You. Because when you define success for yourself, you take ownership of your life. And never forget this. You carry something powerful with you wherever you go. Your identity, your values, your roots. You carry the Bahamas or wherever you may represent. Small nation, global impact. So wherever life takes you, university, as it says, across industries, across opportunities, walk in excellence. Speak with confidence. Lead with integrity. Class of 2026, before I leave you, I want to give you 3 anchors to hold you. Number one, stay disciplined. Motivation will come and go, but discipline will sustain you and keep showing up. Number 2, stay adaptable. The world will change. Be ready to evolve with it. And number 3, stay purpose-driven. Because when your life has purpose, your journey has direction. And finally, never underestimate the power of belief. Not just belief in your dreams, but most importantly, belief in yourself. Because there may come a time when no one is clapping for you. No one is validating you. No one is watching you. And in those moments, you still have to show up. You still have to work. You still have to believe. Class of 2026, you are ready. Ready to lead, ready to innovate, ready to make your mark on this world. So go forward with courage. Go forward with confidence. Go forward with purpose. And remember, greatness is not given. It is built one decision at a time. Congratulations, graduates. May your journey be bold, your impact be meaningful, and your legacy be lasting. And may God continue to bless each and every one of you. Thank you. Go be great. And greatness is waiting for you. God bless you.
Thank you for your thoughtful and impactful words, Ms. Debbie Ferguson. Now we come to a cherished tradition at LCIS, the celebration of our Lyford Lifers. At LCIS, students who have been with us from junior pre-K through to grade 12 are proudly and affectionately known as Lyford Lifers. This honor reflects not only their long-standing commitment to our school, but also the school's commitment to them, nurturing, challenging, and supporting them at every step of their educational journey. The growing list of lifers, now at 36, stands as a testament to the enduring relationships formed within our community and to LCIS's vision of developing the whole child through every stage of learning. This year, we are proud to recognize 4 members of the class of 2026 who have earned this special distinction. Please welcome Amalia Good, Caroline Galandris, Jack Massey, and Rihanna Smith to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty, parents, our fellow graduates, good evening. As a Lyford Lifer, I am proud to stand before all of you and say that Lyford is an institution that teaches curiosity, determination, and bravery. At the young age of 3, Lyford began preparing me for the rest of my life without me even knowing it. Lyford taught me curiosity and showed me how asking questions will take you further than simply just accepting what you were told ever could. The power of inquiry built my determination and bravery as I strived to understand things in all of their complexities. Not only did Lyford teach me these skills to prepare me for my studies, but also to prepare me for the unexpected. And what was to come was certainly unexpected. With these skills, I was able to endure 2.5 years of chemotherapy and 3 years of online school. And of course, I did it with flair and a smile on my face. In the moments when life tried to stop my education, Lyford never stopped teaching me. From classrooms to hospital rooms to computer screens, Lyford supported me every step of the way and helped shape me into the person I am today. And for that, I am forever grateful.
As a Lyford Lifer, I have not only grown as an individual, but I've watched the school and the community grow as well. Throughout this long and beautiful journey, beginning with junior pre-K in Ms. Cavella's classroom, to now standing in front of you all giving this speech, there have been a whole lot of changes which have shaped not only me, but all of us into who we are today. As a moody 12-year-old, hearing the news that we have a 2-week break from face-to-face school because of COVID seemed like a dream and the best news to get. What we didn't realize is that smiling at a screen and pretending our Wi-Fi didn't work to avoid class was going to be the new normal for the next year. As the months passed, doing school fully online, I came to the realization that school itself wasn't as horrible as it always had been. At the time, we thought it was about the dreadful math summatives and getting better grades than everyone else. But in reality, it was about the people who surrounded us every day and the memories that came with them. Although online school was a challenge, of course, for everyone, but especially for us preteens entering the MYP, it prepared us for the years to come and to appreciate our beautiful school community. I'm so incredibly blessed to have been able to be a part of such a welcoming and ever-evolving community that I'll always remember as my home.
Hello, everyone. For as long as I can remember, LCIS has been my second home. This school has made me the person I am today. I'm sure to take everything I've learned from my past into my future. My senior years at LCIS will be some of the most impactful years of my life, from sailing around the Exumas to regretting my choice to procrastinate on my IAs. Take note, you grade 11s. I've not only learned how to cope with challenges, but I have learned to overcome and adapt to them. I just want to say I'm truly grateful and could not have asked for a better group of people to spend my time here at LCIS. From those who have moved on to those who have joined us just last year, your companionship, laughter, and encouragement is something I will never forget and was truly exemplified on our phoneless school trips where we actually had to talk to each other. From crawling around on my mom's office floor, running 15 front runs, marching on an international day, to walking the stage today, I just want to say thank you to all my teachers, classmates, and the LCIS community for making my best and only years here truly exceptional. Class of 2026, I wish you the best wherever you may go.
As I stand on this stage as a Lyford Lifer, I look at the person that I have become. I can say that there are people who walked into my life ever so quietly, not realizing that they have shaped me into the person standing here today. As we celebrate our graduation, I do not first think about classrooms, uniforms, or even the years that pass. I think about the people whose words, sacrifices, and encouragement carried me through every difficult moment. Moreover, I think especially about the teachers who did far more than teach a syllabus. They taught us how to carry ourselves with integrity, speak with kindness, and learn from our mistakes. They saw potential in us long before we saw it in ourselves. Long after we forgot math, business, chemistry, or physics formulas, extended essay and internal assessment topics, or psychology or geography case studies, we will remember the people who helped guide us through some of the most important years of our lives. So the class of 2026, the people who have been here from the beginning, or who I'm standing on the side of, or who have missed being a Lyford Lifer by 1 year, Ella, Poppy, and Aaron, I congratulate you. I would also like to acknowledge Victoria, who started with us, and we're happy to see you taking this last walk with us. We grew up witnessing every version of one another, awkward stages, embarrassing moments, successes, failures, disappointments, and moments we never thought we'd get through at the time, like these past 2 years. Somehow, through it all, we inspired and helped each other reach our goals. One lesson we all learned was that maturity is not something that arrives all at once, but something built slowly through conversations in hallways, late night stress before exams, shared laughter, hardships, and the countless human experiences that connected us over the years. And maybe that is the most special part about being a Lyford Lifer. We did not just attend the same school, we grew up together. Thank you.
I know your hearts are feeling warm like mine is right now. Lyford Lifers, your first teacher in junior pre-K, Miss Gavella, sends her best wishes to all of you and is sorry that she is unable to be here to attend this special occasion. But on her behalf, we would like to present you all with a small token to remember this special day.
I would like to remind everybody that the World Cup is starting soon, but before that, next week, we have our junior teams and our senior teams going to the final championship. So we hope to see a big crowd like this coming next week, and we have a lot of the players on this side and on this side ready for it. Jack, just one thing, more training in the next few days. You know that, huh? And yesterday they had something amazing. I don't know if they realized, but for 60 minutes on the sideline, there was the best player in the world, Ballon d'Or, 1994, Risto Stoichkov. And I had a little conversation with him, and he reminded me that 1993 was a great night for him in Paris. I don't know if you remember, that was the most dramatic event for French people. In the last 10 seconds, he gave the ball to Kostadinov, who scored, and we didn't go to the World Cup. But what I want to remind you is 4 years later, we won the World Cup. So there's always a next game. Now I would like to introduce the next segment of our program, the Katie Ismarian Award. Mrs. Katie Ismarian has been a passionate supporter of LCIS, serving as on the board since 2005 and as a governor since 2011. A parent of 3 alumni, she played a key role in planning and development of our upper school. In her honor, the Katie Ismarian Award, established by her son Dicky, is presented annually to graduating students on the Tuition Assistance Program. The recipient embodies the IB learner profile, demonstrates leadership, and is actively involved in the school life. The financial awards support their continued education. I'm pleased to announce that the winner of this year's award is Aaron Dean. Congratulations to Aaron. It is now my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the graduating class of 2026 for the commencement and address, Francisco Mendez.
Good evening, administrators, teachers, parents, families, friends, and most importantly, the Lyford Cay International School class of 2026. When I found out I would be giving this speech, my first thought was that maybe becoming valedictorian was a mistake. After years of exams, essays, deadlines, projects, and presentations, the final reward was one more assignment. Stand in front of everyone and try to sound wise for 5 minutes. But honestly, maybe that's the perfect way to end high school. Because so much of high school has been exactly that. Being asked to do something before we really felt truly ready, and then still figuring out how to do it anyways. The strange thing about high school is that it doesn't really feel like one big dramatic story when you're living it. It feels like more of a collection of moments. Some of the moments were stressful, like the deadlines we promised ourselves we would not leave until last minute, and still somehow leaving it to last minute. Some were confusing, like sitting in physics class and realizing that everyone else looked equally lost, which was oddly comforting. And some moments were funny, like the many times in Mr. Bowen's class when a simple question about a physics problem somehow turned into a courtroom debate about the mark scheme. There were days when we weren't just students anymore in his class. We became lawyers, witnesses, and expert analysts trying to argue for one extra mark on a test, while Mr. Bowen calmly reminded us that he did not, in fact, make the IB mark scheme. And somehow, between all the question marks he put on all our tests, the bad jokes, and the unexpected laughter, physics became one of the more than just a difficult class. It became one of those places where we learned, struggled, argued, laughed, and felt completely ourselves. But through all these moments, we grew. We grew through the work, but also through the people around us. Through conversations in the hallways, stress before the exams, and group projects that might have tested our patience sometimes, and friendships that made even the hardest days better. And the more I think about our class, the more I realize that each and every person here has a story that most people don't fully see. Some of us had moments when we doubted ourselves. Some of us carried pressure we didn't always want to talk about. Some of us changed a lot from the people that we were a few years ago. Some of us became more confident. Some became more focused. Some learned how to lead. Some simply learned how to ask for help. And some learned that success isn't always loud. Sometimes success is simply continuing, even when things are difficult. As valedictorian, people might expect me to say that the lesson of high school is just to work hard and get good results. And yes, hard work does matter. Discipline matters. Effort matters. That's not the full lesson. Because when we look back at how we got here, it becomes clear that none of us got here alone. As someone who's passionate about math and science, I've always admired Isaac Newton. Not only because of calculus, gravity, or the laws of motion, but because even as someone as brilliant as Newton understood something important about success. He once wrote, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." And I think that is true for all of us here tonight. Our giants are our parents and families who supported us, encouraged us, sacrificed for us, and believed in us, even when we were stressed, tired, and probably not that easy to deal with. There are teachers who gave more than just lessons. They gave us their time, their patience, and sometimes the honest feedback that we did not want to hear, but we needed. There are friends who made this school feel less like a building and more of like a community. And in our own ways, we also helped each other get here. I would also like to give a special thank you to Mr. Charles. In a very personal way, I know that I have also stood on his shoulders. Although he was never formally my teacher, over this past year, he's been an incredible mentor and guide. Many of the things that I've been able to pursue outside of school, including projects, opportunities, and connections that helped me grow, would not have been possible without his support. He helped me look beyond the classroom, explore my interests more deeply, and move towards the direction that felt right for me. Saying thank you really doesn't fully express how grateful I am, but I truly appreciate the time, guidance, and the belief that he has in me. Graduating from Lyford Cay International School here in Nassau is something very special. We grew up in a place small enough for people to know your name, but connected enough to remind us that the world is much bigger than we realize. Many of us will now go to different directions, to different universities, different cities, different futures. That's exciting, but also a little intimidating. After today, life won't always come to us with a syllabus. There will not always be a rubric for every decision or an answer key waiting at the back. We'll have to make decisions without knowing exactly how they'll turn out. But I think we're more ready than we realize. Not because we know everything, because we definitely don't, but because we've learned how to learn. We've learned how to adapt. We've learned how to fail, recover, and try again. And hopefully, we've learned that who we become matters more than what we achieve. Class of 2026, as we leave LCIS, I hope we don't measure our lives only by grades, awards, universities, jobs, or titles. These things matter, but they're not the whole story. I hope we measure our lives by the people we help, the courage we show, the work we do with honesty, and the way we treat others when no one is watching. I hope we stay ambitious, but also kind, confident, but also humble, serious about our goals, but not so serious that we forget to enjoy the life happening around us. And I hope that wherever we go next, we remember this. We're not just leaving a school, we're carrying pieces of it with us. The lessons, the memories, the friendships, the mistakes, the growth, and the people who helped us become who we are today. So, to our teachers, thank you. To Mr. Charles, thank you. To our families, thank you. To Lyford Cay International School, thank you. And of course, to the class of 2026, congratulations, we made it. Thank you.
Francisco, merci à toi et félicitations. I can talk to him in French because he was in my middle school class when I was teaching French, actually. Thank you for your thoughtful and encouraging words. And it was amazing to see you on stage presenting to experts in the medical field in one of the top health conference in Nassau. So congratulations on this as well. Very well deserved. And now the moment our graduates have been waiting for the presentation of the diplomas. I would like to ask Governor Mr. Basil Goulandris and Head of School Mr. Audrius Bartzoukas to come to the stage for the presentation. Mr. Cyrus Charles and Ms. Liza Bethel, our grade 12 advisor, will be announcing the students.
Hello. Class of 2026, it gives me great privilege to say this. First row, please stand. Henricia Marie Pierre Beauchamp.
Cameron Bethel.
Sophia Elena Maria Briard.
Jackson Alexander Walker Carey.
Katerina Marianne Coelho Adley.
Shelter Sheehan Cox.
Storm McKenna Tori Lee Darville.
Aaron Lucas Dean.
Eliza Rose Mia Denning.
Christopher Andrew Jacob Dorset.
Second row, please stand. Deshan Lavaro Gibson.
Amalia Sophia Good de la Rocha.
Caroline Ann Galandris.
Jeremiah Cantu Guerra.
Ashton Morales Joseph.
Presley Halen Klein.
Kaya Giselle Cull.
Jack Jordan Massey.
Aiden Wade Medford.
Francisco Mendez.
Daniel and Elizabeth Moore.
Joshua O'Brien.
Poppy India Prophet.
Hector Quintero Trichet.
Manuel Alejandro Ruiz.
Ella Jean Saidi.
Hannah De Silva School.
Luke Guerra Silva.
Mateo Silva.
Brianna Nika Alethea Smith.
Victoria Souza Cordovez.
Fallon Emily Thompson.
And finally, Joseph Asaf Tusia Cohen.
Thank you. This 21st graduating class brings our total number of graduates to 344. We are filled with dragon pride for the many accomplishments of our students and our school. I would like to invite Mr. Basil Goulandris, LCIS Governor, to the podium for the turning of the tassels. Graduates, please stand. I have to wait a little bit, so what's the prediction for the World Cup? I'm ready for that right now. Joseph, you can take your time. Jack, who's winning? No, France. Dembélé, Mbappé, Doué? Oh, no. Oh, Portugal, someone say Portugal. I think Jack wanted me to say England.
Class of 2026, it's my official duty and distinct pleasure, by virtue of the authority vested in me as the governor of LCIS, to declare you graduates of Lyford Cay International School. Please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations to the class of 26.
Student, be seated. I think that's the last order I have to give them. That's it, that's my last order. We will now move on to the senior designation ceremony that symbolizes the handover of the leadership from the class of 2026 to the class of 2027. I would like to invite Daniel Moore and Poppy Profit to pass on some words of advice and wisdom on behalf of the 2026 graduating class to the class of 2027. We ask the class of 2027 to please stand.
Dear soon-to-be seniors, class of 2027. There are many unknowns as we continue our life's journey outside the warm community of LCIS, but we have received the preparation needed to approach the challenges and opportunities that will come our way. As incoming seniors, we are confident that you will lead by example as caring, hardworking, and thoughtful role models for the younger students at LCIS.
We formally hand over to you your senior jackets to wear with pride. They symbolize your allegiance to your school, the connection you have to the seniors who have graduated before you, and your leadership, not only in our school community, but wherever you go. Good luck to the class of 2027, and we encourage you to grow as we go with kindness and pride in LCIS. Congratulations.
You say there's so much you don't know. You need to go and find yourself. You say you'd rather be alone, 'cause you think you won't find it tied to someone else. Ooh, said it's true that the growing only happens on your own. They don't know me and you. I don't think you have to leave if to change is what you need. You can change right next to me.
1, 2, 3.
When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. You won't be the only one. I am unfinished, I've got so much left to learn. I don't know how this river runs, but I'd like the company through every twist and turn. Ooh, say it's true that the growing only happens on your own. They don't know me and you. You don't ever have to leave if to change is what you need. You can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go.
So now, as one chapter closes, another one begins. Please join us in welcoming graduates Shelter Cox, Caroline Goulandris, Jeremiah Guerra, Presley Klein, and Francisco Mendez, alongside grade 11 student Shamari McKinney for a special performance of Don't Dream It's Over.
Again, this is Don't Dream It's Over by Crowded House, a special message to our class of 2026 and all of our teachers who helped us along the way.
There is freedom within, and there is freedom without. Try to catch the deluge in the paper cup. There's a battle ahead, but many battles are lost. But you'll never see the end of the road while you're traveling with me. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know they won't win. Now I'm towing my car, there's a hole in the roof. My possessions are causing me suspicion, but there's no proof. In the paper today, tales of war and waste, but you turn right over to the TV page. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know they won't win. Steps to the door. There's a shadow ahead, barely clearing the roof. Get to know the feeling of release. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know they won't win. Don't let them win. Hey now, hey now, hey now.
Thank you so much for this special treat. I think that we all want another one and another one because we have so many songs ready. I'm going to ask now, I'm going to invite Christopher Dorset, Ashton Joseph, Eli Sadie, and Anna Schoon to the stage for the vote of thanks.
Good evening. As the graduating class of 2026 and proudly the 21st graduating class in LCIS history, we have the privilege of expressing our heartfelt thanks to all those who have guided and supported us on the journey to this important milestone. To Mr. Galandris, LCIS Governor, and to the entire Board of Directors and Governors, thank you. Your dedication, leadership, and commitment of time and expertise have played a vital role in shaping the direction and development of our school. Your efforts behind the scenes have ensured that LCIS continues to grow as a place where students are challenged, supported, and inspired to thrive. Mr. Barzdukis, in the short time that you've been with us, your energy, vision, and unwavering support have already made a meaningful and lasting impact in our community. As we prepare to leave LCIS and begin the next chapter of our lives, we are grateful to know that the school is in such passionate and capable hands. We wish you continued success and look forward to watching LCIS thrive under your supervision and leadership. To our commencement speaker, Ms. Debbie Ferguson McKenzie, thank you for making the time to join us today, for your thoughtful words and sharing your extraordinary journey of excellence, discipline, and perseverance. As an Olympic and World Championship medalist, your achievements on the global stage are a powerful reminder of what dedication, resilience, and purpose can accomplish. Your story continues to inspire all young people to dream boldly and pursue excellence in all they do. We are deeply grateful for your presence with us today, and we would like to present this small token of our appreciation.
Now we'd like to take a moment to thank some individuals who were instrumental in our academic journey. Thank you, firstly, to Mr. Bornas, our kind and upbeat head of upper school. Thank you for your thoughtful leadership and always bringing a sense of fun and approachability to our school experience. Your steady support has meant a lot to us. Thank you to our university counselor, Ms. Moore. Though your time here with us was short, we are grateful for your guidance, encouragement, and support during such an important chapter of our lives. Thank you to our CP coordinator, Ms. Brabin, for her guidance, unwavering support in navigating our students through their CP journey with care and dedication. And a special thanks to Mr. Gard, our DP coordinator and assistant head of upper school, for his patience and helping us get over the finish line. Your support has helped guide us through a crucial time in our academic journey, and we are grateful for your steady leadership and presence.
To our amazing advisors, Mr. Charles and Ms. Bethel, thank you for being there every morning with warm smiles, calm reassurance, and those much-needed reminders to stay on track. We want to give a sincere and heartfelt thank you to our teachers. You've been with us every step of the way, celebrating our highs, guiding us through the lows, and reminding us what we're capable of when things felt overwhelming. You truly understood the challenges of our studies because you lived it with us every day. Your support, patience, and belief in us made all the difference, and we won't forget it. We would also like to thank the incredible administrative and maintenance staff. Your kindness, helpfulness, and constant support behind the scenes have not gone unnoticed. You kept things running smoothly with a smile, and your encouragement has meant a lot to us throughout our time here.
To our fellow class of 2026, we finally did it. With just a few steps across the stage, we have graduated. Thank you for the laughter, the late-night study sessions, the challenges we faced, and the memories we've made together. This year, we are going to be saying goodbye to the place we call home, to the friends we've made, some that we may have known our whole lives. We've grown not just as individuals, but as a close-knit community. always supporting and inspiring one another in this incredible chapter of our lives. One of the hardest things about graduating is getting used to say goodbye. The shift from seeing each other day to day to relying on texts and calls to communicate, while coming to terms with the fact that we're no longer a part of each other's day-to-day lives. We want to thank our parents and guardians, those who have stood by us and believed us from the very beginning. Thank you for encouraging us to explore everything LCIS has to offer, always with your love that showed up in thousands of small ways. From packed lunches and early morning drop-offs to endless taxi rides and late-night pep talks, your quiet strength and unshakable belief in who we are becoming means more than we could ever express. This evening, we offer you a rose, a simple gesture to express the deep love and gratitude we feel. Thank you for cheering us on through every challenge and reminding us time and time again that we will get there. As we step into this next chapter of our lives, we carry your love with us, and a reminder to hold on to the joy, curiosity, and imagination of childhood. Because growing up does not mean we have to leave behind the magic. So here's to the adventure ahead, and to never growing up.
Wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. It could stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. No one will desert you. Just try to never grow up. And never grow up. You're in the car on the way to the movies, and you're mortified your mom's dropping you off. At 14, there's just so much you can't do, and you can't wait to move out someday and call your own shots. But don't make her drop you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too, and don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs getting ready for school. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. It could stay this simple. And no one's ever burned you. Nothing's ever left you scarred. And even though you want to, just try to never grow up. Take pictures in your mind of your childhood room. Memorize what it sounded like when your dad gets home. Remember the footsteps, remember the words said.
Should we just do it? Yeah. Yes. Are they coming back? Jack is coming back. Because that's because his mother told him to come back. No one else wants to come back. Jack, you don't have to come back. Ladies and gentlemen, now, officially, it is Lyford Cay International School's great honor to present to you the Lyford Cay International School graduating class of 2026. Well done.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money.
Do they want to come back?
Well, they've been taught to do that.
You want to go tell them the door, right? Look. We can go tell them. No one, everyone's too busy. These are all the good students, right? All the miscreants are still out there. There's one last ceremonial activity that's a rite of passage for graduates everywhere on earth. Class of 2026, you've completed a rigorous course of study. You've completed our graduation ceremony. You've done it all. Everyone get in there. We are proud of you. We love you. You're going to make us proud. Class of 2026, farewell. All right, class dismissed. Everyone have a nice evening. Thank you.
I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there. And they say yeah. And they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air. Make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't make it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda-yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like strippers.